Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Slice and Dice 120. Today we're doing a video on how to be a perfect anchor for your team in Rainbow Six Siege. Now anchoring, most people think is just being the last one alive in sight, and while yes, I guess you could say that's part of it, we're going to go into exactly what an anchor role means, and then after that we're going to play some gameplays, give you some commentary, let you know exactly what I'm thinking during a round where I'm trying to anchor for my team. And then if you stick around to the end of the video, I'll give you 5 operators, which I think make the best anchors in Rainbow Six. So here we go, let's get into it. So what exactly is the anchor role on defense? Well, you have to defend the objective, or the bombs, like everyone else does. But the thing about the anchor that sets you apart from your other teammates are that you're kind of confined to site and rooms right next to the site. You really don't want to go around the map more than that, unless your team is asking you to do something specific. But mainly, your job is to deny entry from attackers trying to get into the site, and also support your teammates. What are you doing during prep phase? Are you setting up site, or are you just sitting on your phone scrolling TikTok, like most people? Well, chances are you're going to have 1 or 2 roamers, maybe Cav, who doesn't want to get detected. So what are they going to do when the round starts? Run straight out of sight, probably not set it up. So that falls on your job as an anchor to set up site, know the site setups. If you don't know the site setups, you can easily just go on YouTube, look them up. They're pretty simple. Once you learn them, they're usually the same in almost every single game that you play once you get to a high enough rank. So once you're setting up site, everything's good to go. Round starts. The first 30 seconds of every single anchor round that you play, you should be on cameras, flipping through the cameras and pinging any enemies that are making entrance into the buildings or who are outside, because you're going to have 1, 2, sometimes even 3 teammates who are going to be roaming and are going to be all over the map, and you can give them advantage, some information to let them know, hey, this guy's breaking down this barricade in the bathroom, then they can go over there. Supporting your teammates and information is what gets you victories in this game. It's like the #1 thing that I've learned. You need to try and support your team as much as you can, and by giving yourself an early advantage, flipping cameras, that's one way to do it as an anchor. Second job as an anchor, besides supporting your team with information about cameras, is to deny entry to attackers, but that doesn't come until later in the rounds, right? Give up ground if you're getting contested, fall back to site. It's your job to try and be the last alive, or, you know, the last few teammates alive. Because usually the roamers get cleared out first. You're not going to be the one contesting entries into the buildings. So once you're in a good position, you're going to be thinking about in your head, where's the pressure coming from? You should have already known this based on the cameras that you've been flipping. But once you understand where the pressure's coming from, you can decide best where you should be aiming your gun, basically. Because you know what doorways they're going to be entering, you know which main breaches they've gotten open. The big part of playing an anchor role is understanding pressure. You need to look and see if there's any openings to site that no one's covering. I think that's a big one. Here I'm taking a look up at the hatch to see if anyone's up there every few seconds, and I'm also checking the entrances to site. And as we're ticking down to the last few minutes of the round, we're not going to swing, we're not going to do anything crazy. We still have the man up advantage, but bad aim here on this guy, but we ended up getting the kill. Usually we don't want to swing, but you know, I was up 3-1. Only a few seconds left, so that's the reason why I swung out there. But usually you don't want to swing, especially late into the round. Now we're going to look at a situation where we're down a few guys and they're pushing site pretty aggressively. How do you still contest as an anchor? So I hear them open up the hatch here, so kind of back up into the red hall a little bit. Watching the doorways, waiting for a hatch drop. Nomad gets me with his jab, but I'm able to pick him off. just trying to keep as much control as possible. Things can definitely get a little crazy when they start storming site, but as long as you're wasting time and adding pressure, then you're doing fine. Just continuing to contest, but not overswing, protecting my body. Blackbeard forces me out here, so I have to change angles and go to the door. Right now I'm just kind of thinking keep staying alive. 3v2, that can quickly change. Even a 3v1, you don't want to start throwing bodies and overswinging. Alright guys, I'm about to give you 5 of my favorite anchoring operators, but before I do, here are 3 tips that you can use to help summarize what we've talked about so far in the video. So first of all, tip number 1, you should be flipping your cams in the first 30 seconds of every single defense round, pinging enemies as they're entering the building to help your teammates get first picks. Tip number 2, don't force gunfights, guys. If you're getting contested and you feel too much pressure, give up the ground, head back to site. Lastly, if it's coming down to the last few seconds of the round, don't swing, guys. There's no point in swinging when you have time on your side. So just let them run the clock down, plant, and then as they're planting, just go up and slowly kill them, and you'll win. Alright, so we're starting our top 5, a list of best operators with none other than Fenrir. Fenrir is just such a good anchoring operator. He's got several different gas-inducing mines he can throw on the entrances of site, and he can hunker down deep in site, and as pressure's coming, he can swap the mines to help combat that. It's just such a unique ability to be able to do that. It's very helpful for securing site. Next on our list, we have Smoke. Smoke is one of the best operators for denying entry into site, and his shotgun gives you the ability to cut off all the entry points and waste time. So, Smoke is a great operator if you're looking to anchor. Next on my list is Legion, another sort of pressure operator where you can deploy your gadgets in the direction of enemies. Very good for hunkering down, and you're going to be staying alive and taking advantage of all the mines that Legion gives you. So, very good op. Next on our list is Doc. If you're going to be staying alive, you're going to be given the opportunity to heal your teammates. And also, if you're hunkering down deep in sight, you can take advantage of Doc's long ACOG scope that gives you a little bit more options as far as taking gunfights and denying entry into site. And coming in at last on our list is Goyo. Goyo's canisters are so good for wasting time. If you're going to be in sight denying entry into doorways, might as well put some Vulcan canisters on them so you can shoot them down when you're ready. It's so clutch coming in late rounds when you can just shoot the fire and not have to worry about defenders running through. Alright guys, well that's going to be it for today's video. If you guys got any sort of value from today's video and you enjoyed it, drop me a comment and let me know. I'd appreciate it. This is the first time I've made this sort of tip video, but I think I'm gonna start making more of these kind of videos. I enjoy it. So drop a sub if you guys want. I'd appreciate it.